What's up, y'all? I'm Jamel Jones, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. 𝐤𝐨𝐬 go hard. Rising star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break the sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote. Shoot.
SLT Nation, welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. We're talking about athletes, actors, entrepreneurs, content creators, media personality, models. It doesn't matter if you are an amazing human being doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. This show is for you. We are here to inspire, motivate, and encourage the next generation of bubbling up superstars. And today, man, we got another great story to tell you. Welcome to season 2. And I want to introduce you to some pro basketball player, the MVP from the Pro Mexico Showcase, currently playing in the basketball league. You see him. I don't know. Every time I look at him, I just want to go, she's got her own thing. That's why I love her. Hey, but no, you know who he is. We got Jamel, my brother from another cousin, my play cousin, Jamel Jones. How you doing, Jamel?
What's good, B? How you doing? I'm good.
Man, well, welcome to the show, Playboy. Welcome to the show. Listen, if this is your first time rocking with us, we want to say thank you for checking us out. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the Louisiana Mr. Yeet himself, and I'm rocking alongside the guru, the head coach, the architect, KT. How you doing, Kev?
I was doing great until you told me that wasn't Neo. I thought we had Neo on the show, B. Jones.
Hey, what's some other good Neo songs, Kev? What's the dopest Neo? All I can remember is Miss Independence right now.
You got Do You, part of the list. The one with Jay-Z is a couple of them, man.
Well, let's just pray Jamel A got a good sense of humor and B is a Neo fan.
A and B, right.
Hey, listen, check this out. If this is your first time watching the show, checking out the platform, first and foremost, man, I want to send you a shout out and a kudos. Welcome to the show. It means a lot for you, for you to be here and joining us, because we want to entertain you. We want to keep bringing you these stories. And so we need to ask a small little favor from you. We need your help, right? We are trying to beat the YouTube algorithm, and they told us we need to create an army. We need to create a tribe of soldiers out there who are rocking with us and sharing and showing us some love. So on the count of 3, we need to hold hands, sing Kumbaya, and I want you to smash, with some authority. I want you to put that stank on your face when you're, I want you to smash that subscribe button. Jamel, I see you ready to smash it already. Is your people ready?
I need to find mine. They ready. They should be ready. Yes,
all right, Denver, Colorado, stand up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Hey, that's one of my favorite parts of the show, man, because, hey, we start getting all these new fans, all these new family members. And listen, if you did smash that subscribe button, we're going to give you something in return. We're going to give you all kind of heat. We got over 100 episodes of You Got Next in season 1. And if you're not too far into season 2, this is only our 5th episode of season 2. So buckle up, because there's going to be some more. But let's stop for a second. Let's smell the roses. Let's acknowledge the greatness that is in our presence. Jamel Jones, are you ready for the Sports Life Talk initiation?
I am ready.
All right, to initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Hey, all right. I'd have to say it would be, in no order, because I just can't call it, but I'd have to probably say Jay-Z, Tinashe, Kendrick Lamar, 𝐥𝐤𝐤, Anita Baker.
Wait.
Well, yeah, let's.
𝐥𝐤𝐤.
Who was Najee? Tinashe?
Tinashe is the newest.
Oh, Tinashe.
Yeah, she a pop artist. She from LA. Just one of them random artists you get into from the underground scene. Yeah.
What you know about 𝐥𝐤𝐤 though?
I know.
Oh man, I grew up on 𝐥𝐤𝐤.
We're in this love together. We got love that lasts.
Jamil, you ain't never
That's the album I grew up
24, dog. You ain't been 24. You don't know nothing about no 𝐥𝐤𝐤.
I'm an old soul, man. I got an old soul. I put on some 𝐥𝐤𝐤, get some tea going in the house, you know, just smooth little tunes, be cooking. That's my vibe.
Now,
I like that list,
I do too. I did not see Anita Baker and 𝐥𝐤𝐤. I didn't.
No, me neither. Me neither.
Oh, man,
and that's the
those are
first
like
time we've got a
lullabies.
Tanashi. That's the first time we got a Tanashi. So
First time
I
we
mean,
got
over 120 episodes of this, we never got a Tanashi. So you broke some ground right there.
You broke 3, right? You
First
still
for
need
a
a
lot of
Baker.
things.
I'm pretty sure, but I'm pretty sure ain't nobody. I think somebody did say Anita Baker.
Well, they
we
didn't
had
say
some. We had
𝐿𝐤𝐤.
some. I know ain't nobody say no
We got
𝐿𝐤𝐤.
𝐿𝐤𝐤, that's for sure.
It got quiet. I was wondering.
Yeah, I was like, who again? Yeah. I'm about to call my daddy. Daddy, what you know about 𝐿𝐤𝐤? I need you to send me some 𝐿𝐤𝐤 right now. Send me 3 songs. Go.
No, all about it. Right. So what are some of your favorite sports teams?
Oh man, I'm a Laker to the core, Laker to the heart. That's my squad. I'm a Dodger fan, and a Laker fan, and Green Bay Packers is my squad. Love Aaron Rodgers. That man is just, he is different. So yeah, Packers, Lakers, Dodgers for baseball. I don't really get into hockey too much, so I can't really say that. But those are my top 3 right there for that.
Yeah, Aaron
I
Rodgers
respect
is
that.
great. Yeah, he's great, but they showed cheated for y'all yesterday. All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
So this is a complex question, and I got an Avengers stocking right here, but I would have to say, and some people would argue that he's not really a superhero, but Wolverine would probably be my favorite, just
Dude,
because of the
Wolverine
way he
is
can
one-
level up.
Yeah, he 100% a superhero.
100, right? But some people would be like, "Oh, he's a vigilante," or they don't really save people. I've heard all the arguments for it, but I'm like, Wolverine is the man. That's period.
You know what's crazy about Wolverine is if you see Wolverine, you would think he has like a lot of different super strengths, right? He really don't.
Right.
He only got one superpower. His superpower is regeneration, but because he can regenerate so fast, it's like his twitch muscles, so he's faster and he's stronger, but he's not like super strong. You know what I'm saying? He's like super strong for a human. And then the other part of it is they coated his bones in adamantium. So that's not a superhero trait. That's just they actually tortured him and created that part, but really truly his only superpower is regeneration.
And I'm like, dude, if I can regenerate the way that man can,
Hey, I wish I had that one too.
I'll be on a new level.
I straight go into boxing and whoop that Jake Paul. All right, Logan.
Oh, that boy different.
Yeah.
And we'll be picking your ass up too.
All right.
Jake Paul, no joke.
Yeah, no lie.
You have me out there jumping on Jake Paul from behind. Get off, KT. You know.
But no, if I got Wolverine's powers, man, I'd be straight once I wake up.
You straight
Yeah,
Wolverine
you
power.
get through it. You get through it.
All right, Logan. Since every good superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
My theme song would probably be "Sexy" by 𝐥𝐤𝐤. And if you just gotta hear it, It's just grooving. It's just grooving. Y'all
Hey,
appreciate it.
he's
I'm telling
on
y'all.
slide a little
I can hear
bit.
it in my head already. It's nice.
You definitely gotta check that out. Well, with that said, B Jones, I think it's safe to say that JJ is ready for some good times. So let's go.
JJ. Can we call you JJ? Can we call him
They called me
JJ?
that growing up. It's all good. I'm
All
right
right,
home.
JJ. Well, welcome to the SportsLifeTalk family. Let's tell them your story. All right, man. So let's back this thing up. Let's start back at the beginning, at the very beginning. Now, you in Denver, Colorado. Tell us what it was like growing up around that parts, man.
Man, so the funny thing is that I moved to Denver about 5 years ago. I did a lot of my growing up in Colorado Springs, and it was an interesting little area I was in. I grew up on the south side of Colorado Springs, went to Mitchell High School, graduated in 2015. You know, it was okay because I grew up in the Springs, but my roots are in California, so it was a big learning curve, and sometimes it was like culture shock, and you're just kind of like, man, Colorado's not really the same as Cali is, you know. But then I moved up to Denver after I graduated high school in 2015, and I loved it. It was the closest thing that reminded me of home. So I love Denver, but Colorado Springs wasn't a bad place. It was a very quiet place. It's where a lot of people end up at to like retire. So it's slow going, and unless you get into trouble, basically the only thing you have to do is like work on school and focus on a craft. and I had both my parents in the house. Wasn't no way I was getting in trouble. So it was like, go out to the backyard, get your shots up, work on your footwork, whatever it is. And it was decent though. Growing up in Colorado it's been a positive experience. I'm actually glad that I grew up in Colorado. It was probably the safest option.
What made you fall in love with basketball, bro?
Man, I would say that probably Laker fan, Kobe Bryant, watching Shaq, and then when the three-peat, I was only 3, 4, 5 when they won the first three. And I remember watching the games. I remember being, I think I went to a game when I was about 2 years old. It was like 1999. So just watching the Lakers, watching Kobe, and you don't know that's great when you're witnessing it, but it's
right.
Like you watching it like this is great. So just a childhood of watching the game, being around the game, really just pushed me to love it. And then on top of that, I would say self-expression was huge. Basketball was a way I could express myself. So, things wouldn't go right at school, or things were however they were in life. And I was just like, let me just go to the gym. Let me just go outside and get my shots in, man. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
So now I want to touch on that for just 1 second, because we do research on people. We don't just let everybody come on the platform. And me and you was chopping it up, and I started looking at your stuff, and bro, you work super hard. So, and then I look at your physique. I mean, you in immaculate shape. You can clearly see you love the game. You work hard. I saw your highlight films. So which is it? Do you consider yourself like a super workaholic because you constantly are in the gym, in the athletic center, in the training room, or do you just have that natural it factor?
I would have to say it's an it factor that you have that you decide to take up. So I feel like we're all kind of given it for one thing or the other, one way or another. We have some sort of talent that we have to tap into. So I feel like we all have an it factor. But me, the workaholic in me is what pushed me to want to, to be better. I feel like you have a base level of talent, and then, well, you decide to work on it or you don't. So I'd say probably my workaholic nature is probably what's carried me this whole way, because I cannot stop working. I can never sit still.
You don't sit still, man. You be pushing the envelope. So now, did you play some collegiate ball?
I played 1 year at Adams State University. Yes, sir.
Okay. And then you decided to go pro, or kind of tell us a little bit about that part of the process.
So I went to Adams State. Was just trying to transfer out. It's transferring is huge nowadays. Went to Adams State 2017, 2018. I was like, I want to get back up to Denver, because I was back in Southern Colorado. I was like tired of this, so I wanted to get back into Denver. But school was expensive, and at the time I didn't have a whole lot, and I was just like, man, God. I was trying to get into a private school. Private school was looking for me, and I was like, well, I just can't pay for it. It's not working out. I didn't want that loan, and I just needed to start life. So I decided to get a job, start all over, try to do the adult thing, but I couldn't stop playing ball, and it was always chasing me. So the next best thing was to go and play semi-pro basketball in Colorado here, and just basically work my way up from the worst team to the best team, and kind of got going from there. I had the goal of getting to professional rank from the beginning that I started in 2018 with semi-pro, and so I just worked on it over the last few years, and now it's finally coming to a head where I can see myself actually being on a team now professionally.
So a lot of people, they don't realize that when we bring people onto the show, it's not all peaches and sunshine, right? These people have overcame a lot. We intentionally put that superhero part at the beginning because we feel like all of you guys are superheroes and everybody has a little origin story. So this is the part where we talk a little bit about the uncomfortable stuff, right?
Right.
You just went through a horrific experience. And everybody see how hard you work. Everybody see, and then it's like nothing's been handed to you. So everything you get, you got to go out there and get it. You got to create film and send it to agents. You got to reach out to leagues and try to get opportunities. And it seems like somebody kind of preyed up on that, man. We're not going to spend too much time on it, but tell us a little bit about what happened to you, man, and why are you going out there making sure you kind of become an evangelist and telling everybody the story so it don't happen to them.
Well, man, my biggest thing is I love to see other people make it. So, I don't want to see anybody down. I don't want to see I see the work that everybody puts in. I know the work I put in, so I wouldn't want to see anybody go through what I went through. Basically, went and I got a contract for a league in Mexico, 𝐿𝐸 League, which is actually, I think, still running right now. And it was just not the proper situation. It was highly unprofessional, to say the least. I'll just say that it was unprofessional, and it wasn't the setup that it should have been. And I think that we all are faced with a situation in our life where we have to decide whether the thing that we've been after is actually positive for us, or we have to keep refining it and working on it. And I feel like in that time, I felt like I could have gotten a better situation. I didn't have to settle for what was given to me. And the biggest thing was to make sure that other players weren't experiencing it. Because I saw players on their last dollar, in Mexico, stranded. And I'm just like, well, thankfully I had made room to plan for these types of things, contingency, but I saw other players sleeping in the lobby. I saw players, just totally ditched by their team or whatever. And I was just looking around like, man, yeah, it was pretty bad. We got down there and we were supposed to have a league meeting, and it just never happened. And I guess that some players ended up meeting with the league president or the league owner, and some things happened, and now they're able to play, which I won't say what type of things happened to where they can play. But I bowed out. I didn't believe there was a proper situation. I feel like the way I was treated was a way that was not dignified. And for a lot of players that are still down there, it's not dignified. It's just some players are willing to start out with that opportunity. I'm not,
Well, what's crazy, what caught my attention on your page is that you went through that, but then you were so excited you got an opportunity to come try out up here. So it sounds like you at home now. We got a trip. We about to ship out here in a minute. So tell us a little bit about what happened after this debacle in Mexico. You came back home. Tell us about that situation that's got $1 million smile on your face, Leo. I mean, JJ.
Well, all right. So yeah, the Mexico trip ended. I was like, nah, I'm turning the contract down. It's done. Like, we need to move on to the next thing. But again, can't sit still. So I'm like, well, I'm already out of Colorado. Let me see what I can make happen. And certainly, sure enough, there was a tryout for TBL league, and it's a really, really good league. A lot of players every year are going from TBL to overseas. They have good seasons over there. They get taken care of. And I can see the writing on the wall. It's like all year I've kind of been led toward TBL, and I finally had a chance to get to a tryout. So instead of going home after Mexico, me and my lady, we packed our stuff up, went to California, and prepared for a trial. Only had one day to work out, and just get right. Couldn't work out in Mexico. But we went into the trial and got invited back to training camp. We start mid-February.
You ready? You ready?
Oh, man, I can't wait. I'm trying to hang out. Like, I'm trying to not kill it in the gym. Like, after we got home, I was just like so hyped. Like, I got to get back in the weight room. But no, I'm patient, just waiting, constantly working, obviously. I've only took really Christmas off, and I am big ready for the next move. I can't tell you how excited I am for hard work to actually pay off.
Now, so you went out this thing with you weren't even stretch. You ain't even stretch good. You just went out there and started getting buckets.
It didn't feel like I stretched good, but I keep going. It was locking up, man. I was trapped on an airplane for 4 or 5 hours a few days before the trial, and I had to make something happen. So, you pull it out of you, or you deal with whatever consequences of not getting it done. And I pulled it out.
Nephew Jamel, because you kinfolk, man. I love your attitude. I love your energy, man. How you describe your game, dog? Because I seen you work. The work you putting in, I can tell you about to pop. But how would you tell Sports Life Talk Nation? How would you describe your game, man?
Man, my game is just the same as I am in life. It's a hard working game. Like, yeah, I like to get buckets. Everybody likes to get buckets. We all love to score and go crazy sometimes, but I love to play defense. I love to rebound. I love to hustle. I love to get whatever is going to help us win, because I love winning. So I want to figure out how to get us the W. My game is, it's hard nosed. I'm gonna keep coming all game long, and as the game progresses, I'm gonna just keep getting better and collecting information on the players I'm playing against, figuring out how to give my team the advantage. I play it from a mental aspect too. I really like to get mentally involved in the game and get my head around what's going on. So I'm a hard worker that's also somewhat of an evil scientist on the court.
The evil scientist. I love it.
Scientist, yeah.
All right, JJ, we know that basketballers take you in many directions. With that said, how do you balance family and basketball?
I think that's a really good, especially right now, Christmas time and everything. It's a really good question, and I feel like still learning really how to balance it out. But I think the best thing you can do is do your best to communicate, and also do your best to like put out positive energy, even if you're not able to always get to your family. Might not have heard from y'all for a little while, but hit a family member up and be like, hey, you good? I'm good. What's up with you? Just try to check in And really, whenever you're away from the court, I feel like it's good to just shut your mind off from that stuff sometimes. Sometimes you just got to dead the whole thing and be like, all right, I'm going to kick it with my peoples. I'm going to be at home, no phones, no basketball. So I feel like there's a time to go crazy, do your work, geek out, learn everything. But then when it comes to time to stop, be around family, you should give your full and undivided attention to that. So family's huge for me. So I feel like learning to balance it out is probably one of my biggest challenges and desires right now, for sure.
So speaking of off the court, what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use off the court?
I would say that basketball, and I talk about this to high schoolers I kind of mentor, it's about doing the next best thing. I think basketball has taught me to do the next best thing. In basketball, it's a game that's back and forth all the time. You're running suicides the whole game pretty much. So you don't have time to sit and basically cry about a situation or be upset about a situation. What is the next best thing? If I throw the ball away, what am I going to do now? If I get scored on, what am I going to do? If I score, what do I do? What's the next best thing to do after the last situation? And I feel like you can take that and put it toward life. So, in life, you have situations like maybe you lost some money, or maybe there's a new job, or maybe there's a situation that that's approaching that you don't know how to handle, but you kind of have to assess it. So having to focus on doing the next best thing, I feel like that's where basketball has taught me life, how to manage things and how to keep progressing and moving forward.
All right. So earlier you mentioned 𝐥𝐤𝐤 and you mentioned Anita Baker. Anita Baker's a song called Angel. We know you mentioned your fiance, so tell us about your angel.
Oh man, I love her to pieces. I've known her since February 25th, 2020. Can't get the months together in my head right now.
This is a COVID relationship.
Oh man, it started right before COVID happened, and literally we got together, and it was just like, you know what, we gonna do this thing, and we've worked endlessly at it, and that's my number one teammate of all time. Period. She's always there to. I mean, she's just my best friend. We do everything together practically, and she helps me out the same way I help her out. People don't know how important it is to have an active spouse in your life, but I mean, it's huge. And I feel like if you don't have that support, but you have somebody around, you probably have the wrong person around. So I've always had really good support in the form of family, but she came into my life and things became even better than they initially were. I really don't know what to say about it. I love her. It's huge. We're gonna make some moves happen.
I mean, B. Jones, where do we go from there besides the championship rounds? I mean,
All right, Jamel. Welcome to championship round, sir. This is the part of the show where Kevin and I, we go fisticuffs. We take it off the gloves, but you get to call all the shots. All right, my friend. Have you ever played a game called Would You Rather?
Yes, sir.
All right, so the rules are very simple. Both Kevin and I will present to you an option. You take one of these options, so you pick one, whichever one's closest to you. That host will gain a point. The first host to get 2 points, or the best out of 3, will win this game or this show's episode of championship rounds. And for those of you who are keeping up with it, Kevin has started off season 2 hot as fish grease. He's got 3 wins to my 1. So it's time for me to take this thing to the next level. Are y'all ready? Are you ready? Showtime. It's showtime. The evil scientist. We got the evil scientist in the building. All right, Jamel, here we go. Kev, you are season 1's champion as well as the current point leader. You start us off, sir.
all right, would you rather get offered a 10-day contract to play in the NBA or
become an all-pro overseas player and have a successful 10-year career?
Oh, 10-year career, easily. Overseas 10-year career, for sure. For sure. I mean, the 10-day, don't get me wrong, the 10-day got some guarantee to it, like if you get the 10-day. But, I mean, that's my whole goal right now. Like, I would love to be 10 years in and just working. Just work 10 years. 34, you look back, you're like, hey, man, I had a nice run with it. See some gorgeous countryside, man. Some other countries. I'm experienced. I love it. I love the answer. All right, round number 2. Jamel Jones, would you rather be a genius and know everything or
be amazing at any and every activity that you try?
Oh, man. I would be cool with being with the activities include speaking different languages is the question.
Any activity that you try.
Any activity?
Yes. Genius can speak every language too now. Think about this. Stephen Strange.
Yeah,
true.
A genius,
I would say
go ahead.
Probably the activities, because if you know too much, sometimes it's not good for you. You got to chill out.
All right, round number 3. For it all. Here we go, Cam.
Would you rather become a content creator and go viral for your work, gaining over 10 million followers, or
have your Dark Horse brand, the official brand of the NBA and WNBA during All-Star Weekend?
Probably the Dark Horse brand. Probably would have Dark Horse in the NBA.
And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Your mouth of the South.
He got the belt. He has the belt. Man has the belt.
It's back home. I told y'all that thing was coming home.
I'm sorry.
I told y'all it was coming home. Now, Cam, you in the lead, but you got to come take this. If you want this, you got to come take this. And you know how that goes, baby. Are you ready for another 12 round? If y'all ready to see Kev come take this, which he ain't, come watch next episode. Go to the next episode and keep watching me whoop that head. All right, Jamel. Well, the show is called You Got Next. And, of course, this platform is all about encouraging. It's all about letting the people know of an amazing human being doing big things. So tell us, man, what are those big things? And tell us, what are those big dreams?
Man, to start, I would say basketball is a vehicle, and to use it for the good of those around you. It's more than just a game. Like, you can't just play it. It's good. You know, we all love highlights. We all love games, but what is your purpose? So I would say that my biggest thing is take my gift in basketball and turn it into learning for the younger generation, which I love to do. Shout out to my boys at Mitchell High School. Shout out to my boys at Pinnacle High School. And East, let me say East, I apologize. But all the players that you speak to, you should definitely always have a group that you are into teaching, into just functioning with, just having them along the ride. It's good to provide mentorship. So I want to be a mentor to the younger generations. I'm thinking about being a trainer in some aspects, skill training, because I'm like, if you just work with me for a few days, you're gonna be straight. That's my next
I ain't gonna lie, I would love to work with you. I ain't gonna lie, man. Your attitude, your energy is perfect for a trainer, dog. You got me thinking I can run through a brick wall over here.
Hey, I gotta hand it down. My pops was a trainer growing up, so I can't run. But yeah, so then, mentorship, training, and then I would have to say that the next big thing is turning that into, owning buildings and helping low-income families have affordable housing. That's over the. Ooh. I mean, like that's years. I'm trying to be on Nipsey Hussle type.
Hey, that's global.
Yes,
see, that's a whole different. Oh man, we need to stop this and record another 30 minutes to unpack that, brother. That's big dreams. There, I love that. That.
You just take. I mean, it's basketball. You love basketball. I love the game. I'm not gonna ever deny that, but it's about more than that. What can you build? I want to have something that, my family in the future can have, and they have security, they have stability. I want something for my home right now, and for my parents, for my sisters, anybody that comes. I want to be able to bless them in a positive way. And it's not just about money, but it's just about having that stability, having that foundation, right? So that whenever they do something, they don't have to worry about, is this going to be the end of me? Is this, I don't know.
Right.
No, you got support. You can go do that. Go do whatever you want to do. So the biggest dream is freedom. I don't know. It's freedom. I don't think working a job is for everybody, not like a 9 to 5. I don't think a college is for everybody, but I think that following and pursuing your passion is. I think pursuing your passion is for everyone. So I want to take what my passion is and I want to turn it into more than just beyond the court. Right? By the time this is all said and done, I want it to be more than the court. But it starts with taking basketball as far as I can and just seeing if I can move that. That's my big dream. I want to be able to reach out to people all over the world, people within my circle, whatever it is. But I want to be able to help add a positive energy to the world and to the youth, and really just my families, be able to provide and help stabilize my family.
That's dope. So besides Instagram, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Facebook. I'm on Snapchat, not really a whole lot, but yeah, TikTok is about the same as Instagram, Showtime Jones, or I believe it's Showtime_Mel17 for TikTok. Facebook, I'm just Jamel Jones, and Snapchat is Sunny_Chiba7. And if you guys know anything about 90s hip hop, I think you'd probably appreciate that.
All right, so do you got any shout outs you want to give?
Man, yeah, huge shout out to my lady, Marissa 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐤. Shout out to my parents, shout out to my sisters, shout out to all my high school boys, my boy Dougie, Mitchell High School boys, Pinnacle boys. Shout out to my trainers, Chase, and Caleb. Shout out, and Patrick, I apologize. Shout out to Jonathan Bentley, Baseline Sports. I mean, I could keep going on just how many people I just want to thank and tell you we ain't done yet. We're just getting started. 2022 is about to be huge, so we just stay locked. We are almost there.
All right, JJ, in honorary You Got Next tradition, we ask our newest member of the family for help. Don't worry, we're not asking for money unless you want to give us some, okay?
All right.
All right, we need for you to find our next guest in our You Got Next series. So with that said, JJ, even though I'm not feeling so dynamite right now, who would you nominate?
Oh man, just one. Just one.
As many as you want, man.
Go ahead.
Man, love all the athletes that I've been able to work with over the last year. I'd have to say that my boy Kenny Veek, he's doing something huge. He's playing in Mexico right now. Kenny, if you catch this, man, I definitely want you on the show to tell your story. Just a real upstanding guy, and he's just getting into his rookie season over there in Mexico. Always a guy I talk to, always a guy I believe in. Another person is Brandon Schlosser, I believe. I hope I said that last name right. I apologize if I didn't be. But Brandon Schlosser and probably Kenny Veek, they just guys that play basketball and they take their platform and actually use it for something positive. So Kenny and Brandon, definitely would be good for You Got Next.
All right, Kenny and Brandon, you both are on the clock. Jamel, and it's all because of you. Man, we appreciate you coming on the show. You've been phenomenal, dog. We're going to support you. I can't wait to watch you play in the spring. Dog, I know you're going to get buckets, but you also going to win the hearts and soul of all these kids that you out there inspiring, sir. Jamel Jones, You Got Next, and Sports Life Talk Nation. It's because of you, too, that we're rocking along here. We're doing the things, and we're in the season, too. So we appreciate you so much for checking out the show. I'm going to keep saying thank you. So if you're tired of it,
thank you.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you, and we appreciate you some more. We're going to keep loving on you the same way you love on us. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. As a matter of fact, Kevin and I, we are giving away 2 $100 gift cards. And in order to get those gift cards, all you got to do is 3 simple things. Like, subscribe, and share this with 2 friends. And then when you finish doing that, leave YEET, YEET, in the comments and let me know, and that instantly gets you registered into the contest. We'll draw on January the 31st, so look out. We will be reaching out to that winner. And then on the other side of this, hey, if you're like, hey, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to be doing all that. All you got to do is, you want to win a Sports Life Talk t-shirt, go to our IG page at Sports Life Talk and tag in 5 friends to any one of our posts that you like, and that will get you a free t-shirt. It ain't nothing to look at. We're going to send you the t-shirt. We're going to ask you for your address, and we're going to get that over to you.
Make sure they follow us, too. If they're going to do all that.
Yeah, you got to follow us. I'm sorry. Hopefully you'll follow us. Hopefully you'll follow us.
Please follow us.
Yeah, but with that being said, if you want to check out more of me and Kev, we go live on Wednesday nights on Sports Life Talk Live, and it's streamed live on YouTube, on Facebook. It's Wednesday night at 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it's not a sports show. It is sports. It is life. It is family. It's relationships. It's music. It's fashion. It's sneakers. Hey, we talk pop culture. You name it, we do it all, and we just have a blast. I'm telling you, it's a nonstop ride. It is fun. So come be a part of it. just link up with us. And if you just want to rap with me and talk about how amazing I am in defeating Kevin, just say something. Slide in the DM something. Hey, I'm here. I'm out here. I love y'all, man. Hey, Kev, you still winning, man. Why you looking like that? You still got a 3-2 lead. You can't just let me enjoy this championship for just one more
Gotta get him back.
He ain't gonna get this one back. He ain't getting this one back.
You don't let him do that, Coach. Don't let him do that, Coach.
All right, Kev. Hey, I'm gonna polish my belt. You go ahead and finish the show, sir.
Well, if we're talking about Neo songs, I'm so sick. I mean, I think one that sums up everything is when you're mad. But hey, JJ, thank you so much for rocking with us, man. Your story is amazing. You're amazing. Shout out to you and your fiance. If you need anything from us besides money, we got you. Just hit us up.
Thank you. Same to y'all. Thank you for having me. Much love, man. And I keep watching the show. I absolutely love it.
Hey, Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another, because together we are better. And keep dreaming big, because you never know, your story could be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
See, what's crazy is I knew you had next, because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like, in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next, just a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this. Yeah. Sports Life, talking this.